Hey, you have bomb, right? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Spears down. Yeah, we definitely need ag clear. Just, I can't get the spear. Whoa, what the How'd you get in my PC?
Well, I was trying to get your attention in your room, but, your gaming kept you distracted. Hey!
Yeah, I got my grenade out.
Hey!
Wait a minute. If yours isn't there...
Hey, wait! Come back! We need to talk about.
Hello, this is Duke from Duke It Out, and welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk About. If you saw my last episode about Mercedes, I tried to break down everything that led to the current events in her career. But for today's discussion, I'm just going to mainly focus on what's currently happening. Because one, if I went through every rabbit hole to how we got to all this Vince bullshit, the video would be 5 fucking hours. And two, I've made a few videos last year about Vince's retirement or the change in leadership, so I don't want to sound like a broken record. Even though to discuss wrestling events, that's kind of a part of the deal. But we need to talk about the simple question, what the hell is going on with WWE? Before I get into everything, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content.
No.
Hey, f you, Dad! The beginning of 2023 has already been a business version of a tsunami for WWE. While 2022 ended with some higher morale, better viewership, and the works of Triple H taking over creative being exploited in the matches, segments, and Michael Cole sounding the happiest he's ever been to commentate, fear developed from fans when there were reports of Vince McMahon wanting to go back to WWE. Even though his absence improved the company, and even though there were still allegations being reported about him for sexual abuse, we always seem to forget that Vince can just take every ounce of joy away from us at any given second. But it wasn't until January where things went from reports to confirmations. On January 10th, 2023, it was announced that Vince McMahon was unanimously elected by the board of directors to become executive chairman of the board. Again. And he rehired members Brad Blum, George Barrios, and Michelle Wilson, who were let go from the company soon after Vince left. And on the same day that Vince was put back on the board, Stephanie McMahon announced that she was resigning from her position as co-CEO, and that title would solely belong to Nick Khan. Luckily, it has been reported by many and acknowledged to talent backstage that Triple H will continue running things for creative. For now, I guess. I could more so believe that they won't take Triple H off creative because it seems like Vince's main reason of coming back is to sell the company. WWE being sold is something that has been discussed before. Over the past 5 years, we've heard reports of companies like ESPN or Disney wanting to buy the company. And while you could wonder why Vince wouldn't just be leaving the company to Stephanie, Shane, or even Triple H, well, if there's one of the things you can get to know about Vince McMahon over the years, is that he loves money. And he loves money more than his children, steak, making women uncomfortable, and Hulk Hogan's arms combined. The craving for those dollars could make you think he would do anything, and I mean anything, to get more of it. Where it had been rumored by top wrestling news companies like Wrestling Observer or Fightful that the WWE may have been sold to Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. And while this part was a bit of a stretch since there are a ton of stock and shareholders for WWE, that with the company being sold to Saudi, the company would then become private. For a good 12 to 24 hours, fans were terrified. Until we got confirmed reports that there hasn't been a deal with WWE and Saudi Arabia's investment fund. Or at the very least, not yet. Which leads us into wondering, who's going to buy the company? While I know them selling the company is mainly to get more money, I feel like this is going to lead to a lot of unnecessary chaos and confusion. But at least we can laugh at its insanity while wondering who's going to actually buy it. Obviously, they should not sell the company to Saudi Arabia, and I don't think I really need to go into details explaining why. Disney is a possibility since they seem to be aiming to buy all of the world's entertainment. And weirdly enough, I can see people dressed up as John Cena or Macho Man walking around Disney World in the near future. But another potential candidate to buy the company got people very interested. Warner Media / Discovery has been talked about as one of the companies to be interested in purchasing WWE. That makes it more intriguing because Warner Media / Discovery owns a little company called AEW. And to add even more wonder, Tony Khan and his father, Shahid Khan, owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, also developed interest in buying WWE. Even though the possibility of that is more unlikely with them even selling to Saudi, it got fans so excited because it's a topic that leaves dream moments for fans. Imagine a merge between WWE and AEW, where they could not only have events with both companies' wrestlers competing against each other, but they could even develop their own draft or trade deals. Yeah, this is mainly coming from hope, but it's not like Tony wouldn't be interested in merging with WWE. There have been reports that Tony Khan is following everything with Vince's return to the company very closely. And I can only imagine the reaction from people if they saw AEW and WWE being owned by the same company. But I'll try to snap back into reality for a second. The fact that Vince was able to come back to the board like this both did and didn't surprise me. I wasn't surprised that he would go back on his word, but I was surprised that he was able to do it so easily. Because you could tell there were other top members of the board that seemed to be okay with Vince being taken out of his position. And it seems Vince has made sure to get his revenge since there were reports of him firing some people from the executives to make space for some people he brought back. I've labeled my opinion on the guy, so with him being back, yeah, I'm pretty pissed. All I'm gonna do is have some hope that he doesn't sell the company to Saudi Arabia and that he's only back to sell the company alone. What? There's rumors he's gonna appear in the Royal Rumble match? Motherfucker, no! God damn it, if only this bubbly was real. I honestly can't give you an opinion as to who I think will be buying the company down the line, because I really have no idea. But obviously my wish would be for AEW or a company to promote a merger with the two companies to buy it. For a few reasons. I think that it would bring so much more hype to fans that it could put professional wrestling back on the worldwide maps. It would be very iconic after WWE had bought WCW, and it would lead to some unpredictable, chaotic, and awesome entertainment. Do I think it will happen? No, almost definitely not. But we can at least have this hope before there's anything confirmed, right? So that was another episode of We Need to Talk About. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.